Hey people, Todd James back at you. I made a video a few days ago talking about the national unemployment rate, the one that we typically hear spoken about on television and on the internet whenever they're talking about financial issues involving the country as a whole. And I made a comment in that video that I typically add in about 2% to whatever unemployment rate they're claiming, they being whatever group is in power at the time. And it's not that I think they're necessarily doing anything wrong. I'm not accusing them of lying, but what I was saying is that I consider the method by which the U.S. Determines its unemployment rate to be a flawed method. I think it allows a lot of people to fall through the cracks that you have to look at other data to pick up on. Well, subsequent to making that video, just a couple of days later, new data came out concerning March and April of 2025, and that new data indicates that the labor force shrunk by about 600,000 people. Now, a shrink in the labor force, a reduction in labor force is not the same thing as being unemployed. What it is that basically what you're saying is that there's 600,000 people that are not working and in theory are not looking for work. And this is due to one of several reasons, but the two most common reasons are there's either some type of disability involved, and that usually represents a pretty small percentage of that number. And the other reason is that these people have exhausted their unemployment benefits, and they have determined that the jobs that they are qualified for do not pay enough for them to justify participating in that work or in that form of labor. So they actually see staying home as being, while not ideal, at least more beneficial and more productive than actually going to work for such a low rate of pay. And in my area, there are a lot of people and a lot of companies that are looking for warehouse help, janitorial help, things of that nature. And also a lot of retail establishments. But they are paying anywhere from flat out minimum wage at about $7.50 an hour up to maybe $9, $10, maxing out at about $11 an hour. So for a lot of people, they're looking at that and saying if they've got to travel, any distance to get to or from work, or if the work hours are not convenient for them, that they would rather just stay home, and they feel like in the overall scheme of things, it may cost them less to stay home than it would to actually go to work. And that may be true in some cases. It actually may be, especially if you're dealing with things like childcare and things of that nature. So anyway, just wanted to do a quick follow-up on that previous video and let you know that I am watching out for you, trying to give you some good information. So if you haven't done so, how about hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.